really cemented how old we are. And we're not old. I'm not trying to age ourselves, but like
we the old heads.
But like, yeah. And this kind of segues into the topic I wanted to talk about earlier about the kid Laroi.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Who are these kids?
This nigga's the definition of an industry plant. Like if you Google industry plant, it's Kid Laroi. He's just like Juice WRLD but white.
He's not American. We should clarify. He's Australian. He's Australian.
You got. I really don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Some blonde kid. He's like in the Juice WRLD vein.
Juice's World.
Melodic. He's not really a rapper.
He's like a melodic.
He sings over trap beats.
He's like
and he's sad.
A worse Lil Skies.
Well, that's a pretty low bar because Lil Skies.
He's not good. He's not good. He's like for Fortnite kids. Like I guarantee. My little brother likes him.
That's interesting.
Well, I was gonna say I think that
like kids who love like Kyrie's.
Yeah,
Kyrie's like the shoes. Yeah. I was gonna say I think that he is definitely like industry assisted. I mean, plant maybe. I will say this though, there are a ton of posts comparing his monthly streams on Spotify to Kendrick Lamar's.
There's more,
and he like has just surpassed Kendrick Lamar for monthly streams.
Shit.
But his team is paying for these posts because if you go on like Rap TV on Instagram, you go on Hip Hop Daily, you go on all these top rap pages, it's all the same post saying, "Is Kid Laroi better than Kendrick Lamar?" And obviously, his team doesn't believe that because like no one would.
Also, obviously,
shit hit the fan and they're not fans anymore.
What are you talking
about? When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?
Oh, you're making terrible.
You should also say, obviously, the answer is yes. Of course, he's better.
Yeah, like,
but that's the point. Like, it gets us to talk because we would be like,
damn it,
of course he's not better.
Fuck.
Yeah, but they pay for those posts and they compare him to like other artists too, like J. Cole and.
Did the check come in, by the way?
What? Yeah, the Kid Laroi check just cleared. So the point is, they make all these posts like about Kid Laroi, comparing him to other artists, and everyone's freaking out because they're like, he's an industry plant, blah blah blah. But the point is, they're talking.
You don't have to listen either.
Right.
It's really not hard. I really don't. I did not know who this kid was 30 minutes ago.
Right. But the point is, he's on the come up, and he's going to probably be around for a while.
Is he up next?
Is Kid Laroi?
Is Kid Laroi up next?
But just that voice.
What?
Is he up next?
Shut up.
This is him.
Is Migos speaking? Oh wow.
Yeah, he's young.
He looks stupid.
He looks like
a Fortnite kid.
But I think the whole
like Ellen.
Situation about the Kid Laroi and like everyone clowning him, it highlights what I wanted to talk about. Like, obviously, everyone knows there's no such thing as bad publicity. But at what point do we even talk about music anymore without unknowingly plugging an artist?
Well, we're called Shameless Plug. You know?
Yeah, it's our job.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like I feel like the Kid Laroi is almost like a experiment more than the actual artist.
Maybe.
Because he does have more monthly listeners, maybe not anymore, but he did have more monthly listeners than Kendrick Lamar. And that was before everyone started ripping into him.
Pause.
So, like, what do you do with the kid? I know you say it's easy not to listen, but what do you do with an artist like that? Who the more you bag on him, the stronger he gets.
It's like a...
and he'll inevitably fizzle out.
You think he won't have a career?
Define have a career.
I mean...
He's been around for like a year. Not even. Really, the first time I heard of him was when Juice WRLD's posthumous album dropped.
Yeah.
That was like around that time, like a couple weeks before.
He signed to Lil Bibby too. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So
wait, this kid is?
Yes.
To who?
Lil Bibby.
I just
Are you
imagine
serious?
him and Lil
So was
Bibby
Juice
having a
WRLD.
conversation.
Really?
Juice WRLD was signed to Lil Bibby, yeah.
Yeah.
Not know that.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like this kid and Lil Bibby having a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I couldn't even picture it. But I was looking more into this Kid Laroi guy, and he denies everything about being an industry plant. Like, he doesn't talk about it at all.
Which How old is he?
What does he talk about?
19.
What does he talk about?
Heartbreak. Yeah, heartbreak.
He's like Juice WRLD, literally.
Yeah, he's like, well, I will say I think Juice WRLD was a little
better.
More complete as an artist.
Yeah, I actually like Juice WRLD. I know you guys aren't the biggest. He's 17.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
him and Olivia Rodrigo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Putting
Anyway,
he's gonna be driving past his house alone pretty soon.
I think that like Juice WRLD is a decent artist, but it just wasn't for me. That's it. Yeah, I don't dislike him. Yeah, just wasn't my type of thing.
I'm about the same.
Yeah, but in terms of the Kid Laroi, like, would you guys ever be willing to listen to him?
No.
Why is that, Max?
I didn't like Juice WRLD, why would I like a lesser Juice WRLD?
I'm just interested in knowing because like this is an artist. Before we even listen to his music, we've already decided how we feel. All of us. It's interesting that we're doing that.
Yeah, but part of promoting a musician nowadays is kind of packaging them with some kind of aesthetic or, you know, cultural significance. So, like, you're not just liking this guy. If you like, you know, dyeing your hair and you like, it's hard to explain what I mean exactly, but it's not just like the image is so much a part of it that it's called image because you look at it. So like if you can tell
the glamour
off the bat, like I don't like the way this guy is being presented.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good chance you don't like the music itself.
What about Uzi? We always bring up that era of people. Like there's still gems in the rough.
But it's almost like saying like he started the whole thing.
Uzi?
Yeah, the whole part of dyeing your hair a certain way, or like
dreads and
or like being a little bit of goofball, or like
mm-hmm.
he started tons of it, so that's a little different.
So you're saying the image already turns you off immediately?
I'm saying if packaged with the fact that the industry plant narratives are being put out there, no coincidence, I'm sure, and two and two together.
What do you guys even consider industry plants, bro? Like, what does that even mean to you?
I think, well, for me at least, listening to so much like rap and maybe like blog music, kind of, but you can just kind of tell when someone naturally is gaining.
Oh no, we have a good industry plant radar.
Yeah,
I know. I'm saying like, what does it mean to you though? Because there are people who think the industry plant means anyone who is signed before their debut album. Is that industry plant to you?
No, that's how it used to work.
Yeah, somebody who like the label, like he has no traction behind them, but they're like, "Fuck it, we're gonna make this guy blow up."
Yeah, when someone's being curated to be a thing.
I kind of disagree with what Gabe is saying because I think it's more than just building traction. I kind of agree with Max, and I don't know if you're trying to say this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, an industry plant is when they curate the artist's image with the music.
Yeah,
like there's nothing wrong with an artist.
But that's what I was saying. Like they're creating somebody. Like
you're creating more than just you're creating a celebrity, which is like
you're not doing what this person actually does. You're just making them. I mean, labels all do it to a certain degree, but they're like making the artist.
Yeah, I think most of it has to do with like developing the artist's personality for them before they even blow up. And
it's not even too. If we're talking about this, it's not even necessarily like someone sounding like someone else and kind of riding a wave of what's popular.
Yeah,
one thing I think of a lot of like Southern guys who kind of sing. Yeah, like soulful singing but rapping still. I think a lot of them come up naturally. That's not the same thing. Like,
but they're actually like not to say this in a derogatory way. They're like actually hood.
Yeah. Well, also their following comes naturally, clearly.
Like they had a buzz in their city.
You can really tell when there's like homegrown fandom versus someone like, why is this guy on Genius.com telling me about a song? Here's my question now: is it possible to have an artist that isn't buzzing in their city first, like majorly blow up without being an industry plant anymore? Is that possible anymore? Or do you have to be like a local rapper now? Is that required? Because back in the day, there were some artists who would just come out the gate major. Even to an extent, like Drake was kind of like, I know he was buzzing in Toronto, but you could make industry plant arguments for an artist like that who came out nationally.
Drake was like, from day one of him being like, he went from being like known in Toronto to being like huge everywhere.
Right, like he was way bigger.
No steady incline.
He was way bigger nationally than in his hometown. From all the documentaries I've seen, I'm not from Toronto, but I'm saying like, is it possible to do that now, or do you have to be a local rapper first?
I think it depends on where you're from.
If it's rap, it's hard to say.
Okay,
there could be that one TikTok song, that one thing that gets you going, so that you can supersede the.
Yeah,
but would you guys ever take an artist like
before Corvette?
Well, Pop Hunter was Philly.
That's what I said in Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, were niggas fucking with him before that Corvette song?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think the TikTok thing makes that possible, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I'm just interested in your guys' opinion.
It is interesting.
But we don't have to harp on the kid Laroi. I just want to bring him up because he's getting mentioned everywhere. And I feel like we're the only like people in the media, quote unquote, not talking about it. And I just want to hear your opinions. But you both don't listen to him, huh?
I did not know he existed.
Yeah. Well, you listen to the Juice WRLD song. What do you think of it?
The one with Juice WRLD?
Yeah.
It's whatever.
You're not
the one you talking about, the one with Kid Laroi?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one on the Posthumous album. Yeah. Meh, didn't do anything for me.
No. Okay. Well, that's all I want to bring up about the Kid Laroi because I didn't want to. I hate when an artist I don't talk about but know blows up and I look stupid for not mentioning them. So here's us mentioning Kid Laroi before he inevitably becomes the next Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
This is our way of getting out of that.
Kid. Wait, no. Wait, it sounded better in my head. Fuck.